We're just two moms. We're expert contributors with FamilyAffaires.com. I'm Christy.
And I'm Debbie.
And today we're going to talk to you about that social funnel for your kids with autism. Sometimes it opens and sometimes it doesn't. What I'm talking about is when our kids are little, they're first in preschool and kindergarten, and everyone gets invited to the birthday party, the whole class. And then as the kids get older, you kind of start to open up that social funnel, and you start to invite just a few kids, or it's just boys, or it's just girls. And sometimes, I think a lot of times, that's when kids who have not been identified before with, especially Asperger's, get to be identified because they don't end up having a lot of friends. They don't really fit into that, either any kind of group. So that can be really tricky for our kids. I was going to say, I know for us, it became really hard to go to those birthday parties, especially for me, because it was like trying to go to a baby shower when you're trying to get pregnant. It was just too difficult to see typical kids, interacting. And my husband, God bless him, said, I'll do it. I know this is difficult for you. This is something that I don't have a problem with, and I can do it.
Yeah, I think our families really understand when we connect with them in an emotional way, that they understand. Sometimes it's really difficult. We're around our kids a lot more. We're stay-at-home moms, and we see what's going on with our kids, and then as soon as you step outside your house and see what other families are going through, that's when you can see what they can do and what they can't do. And
right.
I think it's really, really painful sometimes to see where they aren't when it comes to their peer group, or even kids that are younger.
Yeah.
I think that's sometimes hard too, is when you know that your child is a certain age or a grade, and you're seeing that they're not doing what kids that are younger are doing.
Right. I know for us at the playground, we could take my son to the playground, and other kids would come up to him because he was a big kid and want to say, do you want to play with my Pokemon cards? Do you want to do this? And he would just look at them, smile, and run. He was at the stage of just playing tag. He had no idea what Pokemon cards were. So for us, that was, difficult to watch that.
Right, because those are the connections that kids pick up naturally.
Right.
And if your child isn't on that level picking those things up, it's really kind of obvious, and you can't ignore it after a certain point.
Right.
You look at things and you say, oh, you know what, they'll come along. Maybe the next time we come to the playground. But in your heart, you kind of know to yourself that
right.
there's something going on there that's not just something that isn't developing.
Right. I know for us the answer was to seek out special needs groups. We play special needs sports, we play baseball and basketball and soccer, and some of that's through word of mouth, some of it's through internet searches, but those are great, and we've developed a lot of friends from those. It's a good social circle.
Exactly, and I think not that having friends that have typical kids isn't wonderful. However, right. I think as my son got to be a little bit older in elementary school, we started becoming more friendly and more close to families that have special needs children, because that was the connection that we had together. And believe me, there's supportive friends that I will always have that love our family and love my son, and they don't have kids with special needs. But sometimes it was easier when there weren't any explanations, with a play date or a hangout or something where you go to a restaurant and families kind of understood a little bit more.
I agree. So really our tip is to seek out other special needs groups to really find a whole social network of people.
And you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, till next time.
Thanks.